Hello, my name's Nathan, and this is my podcast on audience theory. Audience theory is basically an element of thinking that develops within academic literary theory and cultural studies, with literary theory being the systematic study of the nature of literature and of the methods for analyzing literature, and cultural studies being a field of theoretically, politically, and empirically engaged cultural analysis that concentrates upon the political dynamics of contemporary culture, its historical foundations, defining traits, conflicts, and contingencies. There are three theories of audience that we can apply to help us come to a better understanding about the relationship between text and audience. Number one, the hypodermic needle theory. Number two, the gratifications model theory. And number three, reception theory. The hypodermic needle is a model of communications suggesting that an intended message is directly received and wholly accepted by the receiver. For example, Nazi propaganda, the famous film Triumph of the Will, made in 1935 by Lemmy Riefenstahl, it chronicles the 1934 Nazi Party Congress in Nuremberg, which was attended by more than 700,000 Nazi supporters. The film's theme is Germany's return to power with Hitler as the leader. The film will have been used to brainwash people into supporting Hitler and his aims. In terms of gratifications, uses and gratifications theory is an approach to understanding why and how people actively seek out specific media to satisfy specific needs. For example, after watching any Rocky film, someone would feel pumped and would want to get into boxing and fight some people. And if someone were to watch a Marvel film, they would most likely want to be a superhero and to watch other Marvel films, becoming invested in the cinematic universe and its characters. And in terms of reception theory is basically the theory of how people see and interpret things. For example, the film Inglourious Bastards, one of the characters is a Nazi, so some people would automatically hate him because he's a Nazi, but also the character is charming, calm, and confident, and it gives the viewer another perspective on the character, thinking, you know what, maybe he's not that bad. Another example is in the film The Pianist. The main character, who is a Jewish person, ends up being helped by a Nazi officer. By the end of the film, the Nazi is imprisoned, who begs for help and saying, "Yo, I help this guy. Someone help me." And the viewer could either hate him because he's a Nazi officer who works for Hitler, or they could sympathize with him and respect him because he was a Nazi helping a Jewish person escape a concentration camp. And not only that, but the Nazi officer also gave the main character food and shelter, something that it was basically illegal for someone to do during those times. However, that now ends my podcast on audience theory. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you later.